Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Didsbury Art Studio and I'm Sally, and in today's video what I wanted to do was get into doing some fashion designs. They're only going to be using pencil or fine liner or both, and I just wanted to show you and share with you some of the different ideas that I'd like to have a go at developing with the smocking pieces that I've been doing. So shall we get straight into the video? I just thought I'd show you the process of what I do if I was doing some fashion designs. So I've got a photocopy here of a couple of fashion designs that I quite like the look of. So I'm going to go for this one. So all I did was I used some layout or some tracing paper, and then I just traced over the top. Just got either my graphite pencil, just a heavy pencil, heavy soft lead BB there. And I just went over all the back of the drawing and just pop that down, just draw over the top. Just going to lift that up and you are left with the design, which you can just then top up with your pencil. So what I've got here is a collection of various different fabric manipulation techniques that I've done, many smocking techniques. We've got some fabric slashing, we've got some suffered puffs, rag rug. When I go through these are all YouTube videos. So if you like any of these, go back through the playlists that you can have a look through. But yeah, I'm just flicking through some of these and I started to think, well, I'd actually like to see some of these techniques in fashion, in garments, in clothing. I love fashion, as you know, and I just would like to start seeing some of my samples in clothing. And so I thought I should just start doing fashion designs to start seeing how some of these shearing and machine embroidery and crashing could be used. So yeah, lots and lots and lots. So I've managed to take out the ones that I want to do this morning, and these are the ones that I've chosen that I want to do. There's quite a few there. That was one of the latest ones that I did with the smocking, but various different techniques, and I want to start doing some designs that would incorporate some of these. I've got my fashion design model, I've got my sample, I've got my pussycat, got some fine liners, pencil, rubber and a coffee. Let's go. Flounces, these are circles cut up, folded in half, cut across to the middle and then just sewn down, but you'll see there is a video for that one. But yeah, it's just lovely the way that it hangs. So I'd really like to come up with some sort of outfit over here. Yeah, it's hard when you're designing because I guess I'm wondering whether I would wear this, whether it's going to be too extreme or whether I could see it in shops. Who knows? Okay, and then what I really like in clothing is when a few different techniques are used. So what I'm choosing to do here is just I've put all my flounces kind of working off the shoulder, and then decided to put like a pleated finish to it. So the flounces lead down to the pleats. You might have two different types of fabrics. Definitely two techniques, but you can see that I've put the flounces on the shoulder quite large, puffy sleeves kind of underneath, and then coming quite tight down to the cuffs. And then, as I said, I've put a pleated skirt. I may well put fine liner over the top of the drawing. Okay, next up is this crashing technique that I did of some silk fabric there and some cotton. So I really like this kind of rippled structured effect. So I'm only interested in putting it on a top, and let's see what we can do. I think again I might combine another technique. I might put some flounces on, some ruffles. Yeah, this is really starting to look like a Sally top. So I've added some hair, I've put the crashing technique down here, and I've put some ruffles on the sleeves, which is what I absolutely love. Some baggy sleeves coming in at the cuffs there. And yeah, you can really imagine sort of this being used. Might be in a different fabric, obviously not that colour, but this is just the technique that I'm interested in. Okay, so this sample is knife pleats drapes and hangs really beautifully. And I was thinking that a little bodice piece with this. Let me try and see what I can do. And then I feel like, well, that's the bodice. That's how I've got just 3 sections. The fabric would just drape in those 3 sections, and it kind of hangs at the bottom, which I think is quite gorgeous. And then I was thinking that I'd quite like to do this time some wide kind of clots trousers, maybe fitted at the top and then getting wider down the bottom. Okay, so there we go, with a little bit of a pleat because I want them quite baggy, so that it exaggerates this bodice at the top. For the next one that I want to do, this is a sample that I did full of circles, and I think it'd be really beautiful on a little top again, so I'll get designing with that. Yeah, I suddenly thought, along with this little design that I've done, the kind of bandeau top, I thought, oh, that would look really nice on a headband. Okay, so this lattice smocking sample that I've got, I was just looking at it that way as well, but I think I'd probably use it this way. Really like to do a design, a full length design. I might do a blouse though, and some sort of skirt. So I'm just adding this little lattice strip down the side of the sleeve. For my next one, I'm going to be doing this little mini wave smocking sample on here. I've been messing around with this top here. Obviously, you know that I love like big balloon puffy sleeves. I envisage the fabric quite tight, and then going into this kind of panel, and then on the bias, this little mini design. I think that'd be so cute. I've just added a little kind of, I'm thinking it's a dress. Yeah, I'm thinking that is nice and fitted, and then more flowy, big sleeves, right up my street. So that was the diamond smocking that I did recently. And do you know what? I think this would lend itself very well to, say, something like a duvet cover, like a panel at the top of your duvet. So I was just messing around with trying to work out what I could do, but really that could be, say, the panel at the top of the duvet cover. So this smocking piece, which I absolutely love, 3D piece, I thought would work really well on a spectacular kind of glamorous event type dress. So let's see what we can do. I'm just being influenced by the fabric that I did this smocking piece with. You could imagine using other fabrics, making this a bit more organic, a bit more neutral. And so I've literally just done this design, quite small at the top, getting a little bit bigger sort of down the front, and then it would just be a very plain long dress. And I've I've just gone over with a fine liner, but that's the latest one that I've done with the bone smocking design there. I've done, again, some massive sleeves. I just elasticated here, so I've got sort of some draping fabric and down. Then I thought just a kind of panel would work well with the bone smocking there. I don't think it needs too much. It's getting much darker now, and I'm not sure this is going to show up with the lighting that we've got right now. I'm sleeping away. So the petal one was this little t-shirt top, and I thought I would just put a small section of it down here, and then it ruffles at the bottom, which I think is quite cute. That would be in some t-shirt material, I'd say. And then if I turn this side over, this lovely lush side, I thought we could have quite wide straps made of this smocking on the back there. It might be gathered here and then into some shirring, and then maybe some linen more structured fabric to the knees for the dress. Okay, so that is all of them done. I've just used a fine liner to highlight some of the main definitions of the patterns that I've included into each of the different designs. And yeah, hope you like them all. I will add cards or put into the description box different videos that you can be watching for each of the different smocking designs. But as I said, I really, really wanted to just see what I could do with some fashion designs and trying to use some of the ideas of the smocking pieces that I have done so far. So I hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. If you are new here today and you've enjoyed this content, please do stick around. I'd love to have you watching. Right then, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you in the very next video. Goodbye.